Memories of all the blissful hours I spent playing Atari games will always be tied to the artwork on their packaging. My first impression of each game came from the artwork on the front of its box, usually a dynamic illustration that depicted the experience you were promised to have while playing it. And since that same artwork also appeared on the label of the cartridge itself, you would catch another glimpse of it each time you slid the game into your console to play. It was like studying the cover artwork on your favorite rock album, cassette tape, or CD before you played it on your stereo, or admiring the movie poster art printed on the front of a videotape sleeve each time you slid a favorite VHS tape into your VCR. The feelings evoked by the imagery plastered on the media's packaging was a preamble to the experience of listening, watching, or playing what was contained inside. The box artwork was an essential part of the ritual to escape you experienced each time you played an Atari game. In a player's mind, the artwork on the label would be forever linked to the digital artifact inside. One informed the other, even though the crude graphics of the games themselves were never quite as, never quite as colorful or realistic as the illustrations depicted. That artwork had an almost magical way of elevating your gameplay experience by helping your imagination bridge the gap between the crude, pixelated shapes dancing across your TV screen and the fantastic images they could conjure in your mind's eye. Atari games played a vital role in the inspiration for my best-selling novel, Ready Player One, a story about an eccentric billionaire video game designer who holds an Easter egg hunt inside his most popular game in order to find a worthy successor to his fortune. This plot was partially inspired by Atari's ill-fated Sword Quest contest, which utilized clues hidden inside the comic book artwork included with each game cartridge, allowing readers to solve a series of fiendish puzzles in order to win fabulous prizes. I was also inspired by the very first video game Easter egg ever discovered, the secret room in Atari's adventure, where the game's creator, Warren Robinett, hid his name. He did this because at the time, Atari didn't give credit to its game designers, so their names didn't appear anywhere on their game's packaging, leaving their identities a mystery. The artist who created Atari's box and label artwork suffered the same indignity, and that's one of the reasons I'm so pleased about the release of this book. Here, in these pages, you'll finally learn the names of the artists who created the images that were such an indelible part of so many of our childhoods. For me, revisiting the beautiful artwork presented in this book is almost as good as taking a trip in Doc Brown's time machine back to the halcyon era at the dawn of the digital age. But be warned, viewing these images may leave you with an overwhelming desire to revisit the ancient pixelated battlefields they each depict as well. Which begs the question, have you played Atari today? Ernest Cline is a New York Times best-selling author and screenwriter known for his passion for Atari and his amazing video game-inspired novels Ready Player One and Armada. That's all the time we have for this reading. Tune in next video. We'll be reading the next chapter, Introduction by Tim Lapetino. If you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. Make sure to follow me on TikTok